we got Rozen in the building. What's up?
In the building.
Shit, the crazy thing is, I know you from somewhere though. That's the thing. We know each other from somewhere.
We do.
You was in a group, right?
Yeah, we kind of go way back.
We do, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. Like when you told me that, I was like, what? And then I had to go watch a video, and I was like, yo.
Well, since the whole girl group thing, that whole chapter died with the last girl group, which was Lipstick, I took it as a sign to finally do what I wanted to do alone.
Yeah.
Like, I realized I didn't need anyone. I had my own voice. I have a lot of things to say, so I just decided to go alone. And big brother Kevin Jackson, shout out Caleb, he basically took me under his wing and reminded myself that I have every reason to believe in what I am capable of doing.
I have experience in all these different cultures. Has that affected your music? Do you like incorporate that?
I would say kind of no. I grew up listening to a lot of American music. A lot. Destiny's Child for one. A group, that's when I fell in love with the whole girl group idea. But I stayed really connected with American music. But little aspects of other cultures' music really does, trigger ideas and inspiration in my mind. Like K-pop is like
Huge right now.
It's
huge.
huge. And the cinematography in all their videos is crazy. So, yeah, I think we sleep on a lot of other international artists and international music, and I think we should, open up ourselves to those avenues for inspiration.
I see you just got I watched one of your videos on Instagram, and you were talking about how you just got a relationship. And how long? Explain how long the relationship was. And I see you're a hopeless romantic. So, how has that affected your music? And you know what I'm saying? Like, what were the struggles? First, break down what happened. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, let's go there. So, it's funny that I say I'm a hopeless romantic because after this relationship, you wouldn't think I would be, but I don't know. I guess that's just how you are. But I fell for the wrong person. If you look at my Instagram, I vlog about this instance a lot. Domestic violence was very much involved with this particular chapter in my life. And about a year ago, I would never be able to sit here and talk to you about it, like, at all. But he was a pathological liar, fell in love with a pathological liar, and if you fall for anyone like that, you know that they're really, really, really good with their words. I didn't know manipulation until I met this person. I didn't know how you could easily control somebody and wrap them around your finger. I didn't know.
To America.
Yep, that's true. Fell in love with a white boy. That's what happened. But yeah, we can put him on blast like that. It's cool. But basically, he painted a pretty picture. I fell for it. The closer and closer we got, the more abusive he got. It started with throwing drinks. It started with, threatening to end his life. And then it got deeper and darker to where he would threaten my life if I were to leave. Things like that. Things got really physical. Whether it was, actually, I was on AOV with him, and there was a video that we both got booked for, but he didn't get the text, and he ended up lashing out at me that night. The night that we filmed this Ace Hood piece underneath the Santa Monica Pier.
For real?
I see you thinking.
Oh, what's up, Jay?
Shit. Don't try to guess it.
What's up, Jay?
Wait.
You actually,
we on the fucking drop.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
I think you met him at that WAD. You do.
Damn.
You do.
You know the tendencies. You know the foot.
I mean, I can't.
I feel like those people aren't the same in a relationship.
I can't because there's a certain characteristic of a lot of people that happen to be, affiliated with that group. So I don't know if that persona is usually taken just as like the persona of the team. So I don't know if the individuals take that persona to heart. I don't know how they are before they get on the team, but it's just like when people get in the gang and they get gassed up, so they start banging it, even though they're not really about that. So a lot of people who do go to that team are very easily impressionable, so they kind of I mean, I can see how those characteristics might transfer over,
Yeah.
but I didn't know that this person was like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't put anything past it though.
Yeah.
Niggas get gassed up and
Yeah, but
conversation needs to be held.
Yeah, facts. That's a crazy conversation. But what we got to do right now is go to a quick break. We're gonna come right back. And
We're gonna play
then,
your song again.
yeah, options. Yeah. Can you bring the song in real quick?
yeah, actually, so this song drops within the next week, and I wanted you guys to get a sneak peek to it. It's a happier song. Y'all asked me to do something upbeat and brighter, so that's what we're gonna hear. It's called Option. Check it out.
Hey.
Yeah.
Cross your mind when you be out with your guys, telling me that you fine, and you call me back in 5. I always give you all of me, but I ain't your priority. Stop making a fool of me. When you gonna treat me right, babe? When I'm all alone, need someone to hold. Will you be the one to be at my door? I wanna give you all my love and more, 'cause you're the only one I'm feeling for. I can't be no option, don't make no mistakes. Boy, you find it like I got the time to wait around all day. 'Cause I can't be no option, no. 'Cause I can't be.
Hey,
Get off
She was there.
as a person dealing with this other person, do you feel like the situation, even you getting into it, was hard to even like when you were going through, because your new EP, right, is Pages, so you're talking about it like going back to that very first moment encounter of like, is he even cute? No, he's not cute. Why did I like him? What was it? And do you feel, I mean, because you break it down as a woman, you really be like, okay, some guys are just gorgeous, and you be like, you're just freaking fine. Like, I can't help it, but that mean you so bitch. You know, like,
It was the opposite. It was the opposite. Like I said, he was not all that physically, but what he showed me as a person, his character, it's like he hacked my brain and made this perfect person for me to fall for. Everything but aesthetics, clearly, because he looks like Screech. But
would you say this was this your first serious relationship?
yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
I got a question. What's your sign?
Why would that matter?
That matters.
Why? You freaking
I can't wait for this
silent-ass
reaction.
Capricorn.
I'm a Virgo.
Ooh.
That sounds about right.
Same birthday as Beyonce. Hey.
That sounds about right.
Hey.
September.
All my sisters
Because
are
I feel like
Virgos.
No way.
for girls,
And
our first relationship is always really naive.
Yeah.
I feel like you
It's
don't.
the one where I wanted to fix someone.
Yup.
And
we don't know
Virgos
at
wanna
that
do
age.
that.
I wanted to Olivia Pope that shit.
Think about
and
a
we
young
couldn't.
version of us trying to fix someone who we don't even know who we are yet, and it's like we're falling for this potential.
What's that scripture
we see
say?
marriage, we see
how do you
kids,
take the log out your friend's eye when you got how you take the speck out your friend's eye when you got a log in yours? That's crazy. I'll take 10% for that.
Wow.
Take 10%.
I laugh about the sign thing because like it speaks volumes to people's character,
Yeah, it does.
and I hate hearing it because when people like know about me without me telling them anything
That
but
part.
my sign, I'd be
Exactly.
like, fall back, nigga, you don't know, but you really do
Thank you
because
so
Yeah.
much.
it is like it is what it is.
Because who was
Yeah.
Human to human. Well, I just want to say I'm really sorry you went through that, but I'm happy you did because I think came a dope album that's about to come out. So obviously God has a purpose for you, which is why you went through it.
Exactly.
And it sucks to hear that you couldn't even speak about it for a long time. But now that you can, I hope that you feel like
Yes,
weight lifted
I
off
do.
your shoulders and relieved.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because you're super fly. I would be pissed. Like Alexa said, he's not even that cute. Is he? What am I thinking? Is he? I would be like, yo, I'm fly. What? I'm tripping.
I know.
I don't know.
But some dudes, like she said, pathological liars. Like it's just some people, and I say it for male and female, because it could be both spectrums. You know what I mean? Like girls can be really conniving and good with their words, and males can do the same thing. But like when there's pathological liars and they build that whole vision up, like it's it's like a toxic. It becomes toxic
It's
because you're like looking for the ups, like you're like praying for the ups, and but the downs are always there. So then like the makeup is always great, and it's this roller coaster ride of emotions, and you're so young. It's just it affects us. But to even see you still pursue your music and still push through and like even go back to that, because Giovanni was here last season and he talked about domestic violence.
Wow.
And that was one of the reasons why him and Yessie had broke up, because he had put his hands on her. But as a man, this was his first time ever speaking about it here at TheDrop. It was crazy. Like, no one ever knew why they broke up, but I do feel like it takes a man to acknowledge their faults and what they did wrong, because you're still doing something and the victim is still getting, you know, going through their own battles. So it's like an apology may not fix it, but it helps. Just to know, be aware of it. Like, dang, like you're still successful, you're still pushing through, and a lot of women, I can say, some may not make it through as strong as you know?
It's crazy that you say that, because as I'm sitting here talking about it, there's always this like dawning, eerie feeling that he's always watching, because he's so annoyingly smart and is really, really good at finding wherever I am. I mean, he showed up like in LA 2 months after I broke up with him. Like, showed up at my job and then, messed everything up. So it's like crazy to put this project out and promote it and vlog about the things that he did to me, knowing that he's watching. It's like the craziest, most vulnerable feeling, almost like you have to sleep with one eye open. Wow. But it's also something that drives me, because for the longest time I was running from my fears. And then I heard, I think it was a church actually, they said fear stands for face everything and rise. Wow. So that's what I'm trying to do.
As you should.
Yeah, it's the only way.
Queen.
So, yeah,
For
Pages.
What would be your advice to any young women going through this situation, like who can't get out of it?
Honestly, I've been there, so I would say you'd have to start with looking in the mirror first. When you can look in the mirror and actually look at yourself in your eyes, you need to be able to, at that point, address everything that you feel conflicted with. For the longest time, you can't look in the mirror after those things happen to you. You can't identify with that person in the mirror, because that reflection looks a little bit tarnished every single time. So when you can face your demons and you can realize, like, okay, wait a minute, I sound like one of those women that are in that little support group, like, no, it's okay, he was just mad because of work. And then you hear yourself say that, you're like, I had that moment and I was like, oh my God, I'm that person. I'm that woman. Like, I'm in that position. And that was the biggest wake-up call for me, was to hear myself, hear my own voice, go through it. And another thing that helped me was I recorded an instance, which is actually going to be revealed on Pages, a live recording of an abusive fight. And he knew, because I told him. I said, I recorded this for you, so that you can hear how out of hand you get.
Out of pocket.
Yes, because this is not in my head.
They know.
Get back in line.
Yeah, like I don't even know if they care. Like when they hear it back.
Yeah, no.
If they're like, dang, that's me.
Yeah.
Because some people blank out. You know? But I don't even. That's a lot. That's really bold. If he finds you, don't give him 10% for that.
No,
Don't give him 1%.
No.
Don't give him
Adele, win stuff.
So what's what would be your favorite track? Out of Pages.
Out of Pages.
And why?
I would say so far, I would say the first track. Because to be honest, it's the only one that's completed, and it's the introduction song. It's entitled He Was. I actually performed it at the Cherry Pop event. And it's exactly the thought process, like, is he this? Or like, oh, he was this, like he's this. I describe all the aspects about him, like he was really enticing, he was really blah blah blah. So it's my perspective of him, and it slowly changes throughout the song, because I slowly, as time progressed, I started to peel back more and more layers, and I discovered the true person that he was. So the entire EP is going to be a journey from start to finish of that entire experience. So yeah,
That's dope.
I'm excited to share it, because it's like shedding that skin.
How many songs you got on it?
There's going to be 9 songs.
Okay. Go 444.
Yep.
Who produced it?
You know, right now, so far, Wes, El Kitchen de Wes, he produced He Was, and the very first interlude, and he also produced, he produced those 2 songs. But right now, it's pretty open to producers. So honestly, I'm just picky about this particular sound. Any other single I want to release, cool, I'm open to it. But this is something very, very near and dear to my heart. So whoever jumps on this, production-wise, they have to understand. And it's going to be a very vulnerable process because I haven't even played that audio for the camp yet. We haven't even gotten that deep yet.
You going 444 for real?
Yeah.
That's dope.
What are you expecting people to get from this album?
Healing.
Or EP?
Healing.
Therapy.
I want to be a voice for people who don't have theirs, who they lost their voice the minute he or she put their hands on that person, because you can lose that. So I just wanted to vocalize maybe the thoughts that go through one's mind when you're going through something like this, because who else is going to do it?
Silence. That's dope. That's a movie.
Yeah.
That really is. How are your visuals? Like, what are you doing on the visual side of things?
I'm thinking I'm gonna pull a Beyonce and do a full visual album. It's gonna be in all black and white. And yep, and then we're gonna be reenacting specific scenes. I want to get it all out. No, but I'm gonna do it.
That's freaking awesome.
You're never gonna be ready for your most vulnerable moment. Just rip off the Band-Aid. Do it.
I was just going to ask that. Like, how is that going? That's going to be a problem. We might need you to come back on the show and
That's cool. Just talk about
give
that
us some
scene.
footnotes on how you felt with that.
Yep.
That's dope.
You know. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get that smile popping on your face and let that shit blow it out there air. And
Yep, I'm down.
Because that's crazy. Like, if what's his name? What do he look like? How tall is he?
I know.
What's his IG tag?
Yeah.
I know.
They gonna pull right there. Oh shit, you like your
Question, have you seen him since, maybe, let's just say, since you've healed from the situation?
No, but consistently he will write me some way, somehow, through some number, some anonymous bot, some way. He will always find me. I
So
changed
he
my
real
number
cray-cray.
twice. Yeah, he's
Cray-cray.
crazy.
So do you have to like get a restraining order?
I was thinking about it, but he lives in a different state. So I was like, okay, unless he's gonna pull another fast one on me and just show up.
No, I think you have. I think you're surrounded, because I kind of know you.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're surrounded by a better love and better, like good, solid
Definitely.
friends. Because I was gonna ask
It takes a
earlier
village.
why nobody said anything.
Like I asked my closest, or I know you don't have lifetime friends, but I asked my lifetime friends. I only have 2. Like, yo, I know you see me go through a new boyfriend every other year, but
Facts.
Yeah.
My
But-
2 sisters are Virgos, and they did not tell me both incidents. Both
Yes.
of them went through it.
And I always say no
'Cause they know
news.
me as their brother.
yeah,
It'd be
you were
different around
crazy.
it.
Or why do you feel women don't speak up in situations like that?
I honestly think it's because they never thought it would happen to them. So you don't.
Nah, I'd be nervous that
prepare.
you're gonna kill my person.
That's true.
Because I have brothers who would do that, and that's scary. I'll be like, let me not tell my mom.
We worry too
Mom.
much.
Did you ever 2-piece him?
Huh?
You ever fight back? You ever
Uh,
just sneak something in like, yo, watch out with all that, man.
Yeah.
Just one time.
Damn.
Gotta hit
Come
it one
on,
time.
nigga.
Like I made him bleed with my nails. Like, don't fuck with me. I got nails. Back up.
Yeah, you got knives, guns, all that.
On his face.
Yeah.
That's all I could have.
Yeah,
That's
you're
all I
a lover,
did.
not a fighter.
That's all I did. But
That's so sad.
And that's a crazy question that you asked, Sasha, because I have friends that are in toxic relationships and even family. And I think it's really hard when you see someone you love going through something, but then you realize, I don't think it's for every woman, because I don't want to say that. I feel like some women strategically plan out their escape plan, and then some are just stuck in the situation. Like I've seen those that are stuck in the situation. Like a part of me has to accept that that's what they're choosing to do when it becomes repetitive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like 10 years plus, even a couple years, is still like you see the choices that they make to stay in it, opposed to seeing someone who's genuinely scared to get out of a situation. And it's such a difference in women. You know what I mean? Because some women really be like, no, like, I really feel like my life is in danger. Like, he may kill me. Yeah. Especially if you're doing something that's crazy like that. Like, I would feel threatened.
You probably put it. No, I'm joking.
I know.
You probably had him like, nah.
Nah.
Because I be trying to figure that out. I never was the type of dude to ever put my hands on a girl. Even though my mom's a thug and she said she put her hands on you, you can, by all means.
She gave you permission.
My mom did. But I never even chose to because I just feel like that's just a low play right there. I won't even fight a nigga that I know I can smash. Like, yo, bro, come on.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Go somewhere.
Okay,
But-
wait. I know we only have like 1 minute, right? Okay, so I was getting sorry to cut you. Damn.
That's what we're going to say.
Yo, we only have 1 minute. But I was
Go ahead, go
thinking,
Get your duckets off.
this knowledge, man. I'm a girl. I've been through all this stuff too. But I feel her, and I would say I would never tell my friends I told you so. But I'm gonna remind them once a week. Hey, you should probably leave this situation. Yo, I'm there for you if you want to live with me.
Yep.
Oh, hey girl, I love you. Don't forget, you deserve better. You're a queen. like I'll just like so little baby joints where
hard. Like,
sometimes they don't
it's
even know
hard.
when they going through.
I know. Your friends will listen to you. Though.
I think love is tricky, and it's crazy to not see your journey, but hear you talk about it, because I've been in a domestic relationship before, like, and I've dealt with, like, I've been hit by multiple guys, you know, but it's a learning lesson of where we are, and to see you really push through and go through that, I feel like that is not shown a lot for women. We don't see the ones who survived out of the situation to get up and be like, yo, like, you've been in this situation, I've been in it too, like, it's hard. This shit's really hard, and you gotta face some shit, but you know what, like,
exactly.
do you? Follow your dreams.
That's exactly why I feel like I have to bear the torch and, you know, be the Joan of Arc for everyone, for every woman, every man even. It happens to both sexes, you know, and I just want to be that voice.
Look at Rob, you know what I'm saying? That's an abusive situation.
Hey, I mean, sometimes dudes just need to get hit. You just gotta hit a dude one time.
But I feel like women don't know how soft we are too. Like,
because y'all need to show them more. That's the problem.
But the world don't allow us to. So that's hard.
The woman will.
You know what I'm saying?
That's pride.
The woman
Most
will.
women want that.
Well, it is pride sometimes, and sometimes you don't know how. Like, wifey be like, just cry. I don't know where to start sometimes. Like, it's just so much stuff built up. It's like, damn, what tears should fall first?
It's the one.
All right, this one.
But it's crazy because I do feel like men feel, I don't want to say feel, I don't want to say how I think you feel, but I feel like the pressure of being strong and being stern and being like, oh, I have to be the man, I have to protect, like I shouldn't feel no emotion, has been so engraved in you guys that it's even hard for you guys to show emotion even if you want to.
I had a dad that said I couldn't cry. Nah, niggas cry. You go tell the crowd.
There you go.
I make niggas cry.
Niggas cry all the time. It's just who they cry around.
Yeah, exactly.
All niggas cry. I've been the hardest niggas cry. It's just who they crying around.
That's facts.
They all cry around their mama. I promise.
Some of the hardest dudes.
I cry alone. I'm in a lone cry, not dead ass. I will take a walk and get them shits off and be
But
God.
okay, doesn't it feel good after you cry though? Don't you feel like something was released that you can't even talk about?
Because when I'm crying, I'm mad. Like, that's half of the time because I'm confused.
See, sometimes y'all just gotta cry in front of us.
And we'll go,
and I say that.
I'll be boohooing. You can just tell me, man, watch out, man. I'm one of those. Like, don't touch me, don't talk to me. Now I won't hit you, but I'm just like, come on, my nigga. Like, come on, my nigga. Because you just know it. When you was a kid and your shit well up, and you like, Boogie, what's wrong? I was that kid. I cried a lot when I was a kid.
So now you don't cry. You're like, nah, I'm not going.
It's just life. I think life.
I'm emotional. I cry all the time. I watched like 4 Instagram videos and just cried.
Same.
It was some crazy
Brendan
events in my
on
life
AGT.
that made me go.
Cried.
I can't cry no more. Nah, it made me numb. I feel like that. Like, you probably felt numb to the situation with oh boy.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
But
Voldemort.
on those last words, where can the people find you at? You know, where can they find your music at? Where can they find your story at?
Find me at official Rozen on Instagram, and everything is linkable through there. So, yeah.
And do you have anything coming up next? Any shows? I know you were at Cherry Pop a couple weeks ago.
Actually, you know what? Y'all heard of Build a Beast?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm performing at Build a Beast.
Hey.
Yeah, on the 20th. Yes,
Yes.
and the
So-
song that you just played, Options, I'm performing that along with another new single.
Super dope.
And his interlude, which you guys already know about.
Hear it out.
Come through.
You better get it, girl.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Wasn't Usher there last year? Shit.
Yeah.
You want to sing
You know
a
what I'm
song
saying?
for us?
Now you there?
Oh.
Let's get it.
Oh, you want me to sing?
Usher was there.
It wasn't.
Baby, 'cause you always hold it down for me. I like that, just like that. The way you hold it down for me, them other boys couldn't top that. Let me be the one to break your plans. 'Cause when you start to touch me, I get weak in the end. I'm so glad that you're here for the rest of my life, instead of ending up like all the rest of my life. Oh yeah, say your love for me, your love for me. Traded in a handful of hearts to find the one who's right for me. Your love for me, your love for me. Knew you were the right one when you picked up what's left of me.
Hey, alright. Live playing it. We got the snap. Thank you for coming to the drop. We appreciate you sharing your
Such a
stories.
great interviewer.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
for real.
you.
What scripture is that?
Romans 8:18.
Let me see. Let me guess. Romans 8:18. My ways are not your ways. My thoughts are not your thoughts.
Think about Voldemort.
Okay, nah.
I'll give you a little hint. Okay, so I got this after Voldemort, you know. And it was a reminder that the things, the trials that I'm currently going through do not amount to the joy that's coming. Yeah.
I got Ephesians 3:20.
Hey, let's go, Ephesians.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rozen.
I got it!
Right.
Yes!
I finally got it. Rozen, thank you so much.